Spencer, talk about what it means to be a BYU linebacker.
That's an interesting question. So, BYU linebacker, BYU defense. You gotta have heart. You have to have commitment. Decide that you want to be here because it's hard. The offense works hard too. Not to discredit that, but I feel like on defense it's a different game, and especially at linebacker. I played inside last year, and I feel like inside and outside of the linebacking core is it's the heart of the defense. We're in both, the run, stop, the pass, and not to say we're more important than anyone, but there's a lot of responsibility as a linebacker here at BYU. You got to know a lot about the game, got to know a lot about your position, as anyone does. I feel like I'm singling out the linebackers, but I don't know. I guess I really don't know how to answer your question. There's a special feeling playing linebacker. I love the position, and so it's it's dear to me, and it's a challenging position. It's a lot of fun though.
There have been a lot of guys that come before you: Cam Jensen, David Nixon, Brian Kill, just to name a few. Do you feel that there's some big names? Exactly. Do you feel that there's that it's an honor and that there's a lot of big responsibility to kind of uphold that tradition, given the fact that the linebacking position is a key part of that defense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have pictures of those guys up in our meeting rooms, and you're watching film. You look around, you can see them there, and I remember growing up watching guys like Brian Kill, Dave Nixon, Cam Jensen, and they're great players. And yeah, there's a lot. We stand on their shoulders right now. They helped build this program to where we are now, and so we owe a lot to them. And so there's a level of feeling a need to perform, almost on the behalf of them, and not just them, but on all the alumni that have come through here. Yeah, there's definitely an added pressure or an added feeling of responsibility, at least for me, when you talk about the guys that have come before, and what are you doing with their number, their position, or their types of things. It's kind of like with your family, and what your dad or grandpa says, what are you doing with my last name, and there's a responsibility to hold up competitive greatness there.
Yeah, talk about Coach Poppinga, maybe some of the things that he's done to help speed along your progression, having been moved to Buck to the Sam linebacker position.
Yeah, Coach Poppinga is a great coach. I've really enjoyed working with him the last couple weeks, and one of the things I like most about working with Coach Poppinga is that a lot of guys have said he's a player's coach. He understands. He knows when practice is hard. He knows those days that not that you don't want to be out here, but it's hard to be out here, and so he's there for you. He helps you, he encourages you, makes you want to be better. On top of that, when we're in the meeting rooms, when we're in film, when we're in there working, you can tell that he's put in extra time coming into meetings, and the things that he teaches us, the way he presents it, that he's spent time and effort thinking about us and how to help us. And so I can't say enough to how much I appreciate that, and how his helping us understand the defense as a whole, as well as our position.
All right, number 2, BYU Sam linebacker, Spencer Hadley.